I am spellbound to see all this beautiful expression of your love. Such attention and creativity. I must be the luckiest guru to get the outside nature reproduced here so beautifully. After seeing this, no guru can escape complete melting of his heart. 。    。   。  。  。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 Actually, my disciples are very clever people. They can neutralize any guru. So that guru's staff, which is used for disciplining the disciple, also melts away into a lotus. Every time it's such a beautiful surprise to see how Sahajogis are getting one with the divine. The expression of their joy, the conception of the divine. You can see very clearly, this is how I want you all to sit in the kingdom of God as I am sitting today. We have to realize that we are now the part and parcel of that cosmic consciousness itself, the Brahma, the one that creates, which coordinates, which plans into all the details, and the one that loves through its creation, through its expression, is that cosmic consciousness. We are not only in it, but we can handle it. We can regulate it. We can use it. We can work it out. This is the state when we are in. We are the Guru. Guru means a thing which is higher than the gravity of the earth, or stronger than the gravity of the earth. What is the gravity of the earth? Superficially, when we see that, we understand it as a thing that acts on our body to keep us on the ground. Also, there is a load of a big atmosphere on our head, of many elephants standing on our head. Plus, the Mother Earth has the gravity to pull us towards herself. That's on the gross level, we understand the gravity. And on the gross level also, we sometimes understand the Guru principle. On the gross level, we think a good Guru is that person who just attracts you towards himself. Bodily attraction. Or maybe other attractions. Which are gurus. And that's why people always go to the gurus who are false, who are superficial. But the one who is above the gravity of the Mother Earth, the gross, the subtle, subtler and the subtlest. Beyond all these attractions, that is the one, is the Guru. So, in the very gross way, we see that normally people are attracted towards other through the body element. The gravity acting through the body. A guru who looks like a cinema actor was very much appreciated. They cannot see the totality of beauty, but just one aspect. The earlier gurus who came as false gurus used to paint their faces even in India. Or they would go to special decorators who would make their hair look like Shankara's jatas, and eyes were painted with big black coal up to this, and the whole body was covered with funny type of a powder. Or they would wear a kashaya, a cloth that was given a color of saffron without using the saffron. In 2 rupees you can get that. And people would be attracted towards such a person. They would carry an elephant. To sit on an elephant, even to add to the propensity of the superficial gravity, and walk on the streets. And people would bow to them and give them whatever they wanted. This cannot elevate anyone. Any body attraction can enslave you, cannot give you freedom. It will give you habits for your body enslavement, and also it will enslave you to your guru. If he knows how to keep attractive in various ways. The whole understanding of the cosmic consciousness can be put in one little sentence, that it cannot be attracted by the gravity of any stars, earth, moon or sun. The other attractions one has from the Mother Earth are all for food, greed, lust, materialism at its worst. It comes from matter. All that comes from matter. Once you start getting used to it, you become a slave and not a guru. So the first attempt should be for anybody to be a good guru is to get over material attraction. In a subtler way, we can see it happens like this. A lady or a gentleman buys an ashram in Sahajayoga. And the Sahajogis start living in that ashram. The owner of that house starts worrying about the house and all material things in that house rather than the emancipation of the disciples or the Sahajogis who are there. The whole attention is towards the material upkeep of the house and not towards the emancipation of the Sahajogis who are supposed to rise into the cosmic consciousness. And such a person, if he starts believing that he is the guru, or in any way, even a Sahajogi, he is sadly mistaken. Where is your attention is the point. If you are the guru, where is your attention? If your attention is on the correction and the nourishment of yourself and of others, then you are first of all the Sahajogi. And once you rise above the gravitational force of materialism, then you could be called as the Guru. Anything that is living has a capacity to rise against the gravity up to a point. That is limited. Like we have seen the trees. They come out of the Mother Earth and grow upward, up to a limited space. Every tree, every type of tree has its own limitations. Cedar will be cedar and rose will be a rose. Is all controlled by the gravitational force. But there is one thing which rises against the gravitational force, which has no limits, and that is your Kundalini. It cannot be controlled by the gravitational force unless and until you want it to be controlled. Nothing can control it but you and yourself can control it. So as soon as you become in charge of your Kundalini, you have crossed one step forward, that you have overcome the force, that is the gravitational force. Then the cycle of all the 5 elements is bound together. All the 5 elements have to go in a cycle in such a way that nothing is wasted, nothing is spoiled, everything is organized. But the cycle is broken only by the awakening of the Kundalini. Because you enter into the highest of highest, which is the cosmic consciousness, which you know how to regulate yourself. That cosmic consciousness is the Param Tattva, is the principle of all the principles, controls all the principles. So it controls also the principles of all these 5 elements. It controls the Manashakti. It controls the evolution and gives you the power to evolve others. So this great Brahma Shakti is at your lotus feet. Perhaps Sahajogis do not realize what they have achieved. The only difference between a Adi Guru and a Guru, Sadguru I would say, is this, that the Adi Guru knows that he is the controlling power. He knows he is with absolute oneness with the Brahma Tattva, with the cosmic. The authority with which he talks, the complete confidence with which he says things. There's no doubt in his mind. In any one of his teachings, he'll say, I verily say to you, that confidence that I am with the Brahma Tattva, that I am the Brahma, and that I am controlling all that Tattva, makes him a prophet. Because whatever he says, prophesizes, is the truth. Whatever he says about the past is the truth. And he knows that. He has no doubts. The authority with which Moses talked, authority with which Socrates talked, authority with which Lao Tse talked, all these great Adi-Gurus, from Adinath to Sainath, they didn't say, if you do this way will be good or that way would be good. No, this is what it is, you better do it. This is what it is. But in modern times, those gurus may not work out. That's why a mother had to come. First, to give you realization. Because these gurus did not realize another point, that their disciples not understand them at all. Whatever they are doing out of awe. But awe doesn't have understanding in it. Or even the earlier ones may have had. The generation that came afterwards did not have. So they turned the gurus into a facade, and the whole building they owned as their own, creating all kinds of problems, killing the universality and the collectivity, because Brahma Tattva is the power of the collectivity. Is in everything, in the atom, in the molecule, in the human heart. Everywhere it is reflected, depending on the reflector, and it controls. This understanding they had, but the human understanding perhaps they did not have, that if we today tell them something they might listen to us, but tomorrow they will forget. So it was necessary that you all should be given realization. Otherwise, also without realization, what's the use? What's this of talking to people about the colors, those who don't have eyes? So realization has to be given. But it should not be done with diffidence. When a guru does not feel vibrations properly, he becomes diffident about giving realization. But even when he feels it clearly, he will not say things with authority. Authority by any chance does not mean aggressiveness. Authority is because you have it, that's why you express it. Like this light is now shining on my face. It is shining, it's not aggressive. Because that's the quality it has got, that it has to shine, so it is shining. In the same way, a guru shines before the disciples. It's very easy to understand this word shine. When you have something dirty, it doesn't shine. Even the gold, which is always shining, is not tarnishable. If you put it under the mud, it won't shine. So you have to wash it, clean it, and rub it nicely so that it shines. But in Guru Tattva, it is from the basics you have to start. Before the gold came into its own state of gold, it was mixed with so many other things. So it had to be heated up, melted away, sieved out, and so many processes it had to go through to become gold. So when you become Sahajogis, you have become gold. Now the second job is to keep this gold shining. And third would be to get a part in the crown of your mother so that you can never be tarnished. Into these three stages one has to. First of all, to judge yourself, to be a guru, you have to have a gravity of your own, which is not bound by the gravity of the Mother Earth. That's the minimum of minimum. Which does not mean you wear outside the kashaya, the dress that suggests that you are a sannyasi. But from inside, you should be a sannyasi. Now a sannyasi who is inside a sannyasi will have a big bank balance maybe, but will know nothing about it. Will be very indifferent and any day willing to part with it. A sannyasi has to be a person above lust. Should not know what is a lust is. What is this attraction of lust is? That through his Kundalini and Muladhara, he can achieve it. Because now you have a capacity to rise above the gravity. You have got that power now to rise above this lust business. Where your attention gets absolutely ruined. But in Sahajayoga we have everything. Like on Indian streets you'll find the most modern car, a Rolls Royce, Mercedes, as well as you can find a bullock cart and also lots of cows and buffaloes, everything there. In the same way I think in Sahajayoga we have all kinds. We have some people who are very great. And try to achieve a state of untarnishability. Put their attention to it, work it out. But we also have people who are absolutely useless things, just hanging on to Sahajayoga, to use Sahajayoga for their own popularity maybe, for their own gains. I don't know for what. I have seen people who give lectures in the name of Sahajayoga and are badly caught up. There is that gravity acting in you, remember that. The gravity of the Mother Earth. Some sort of a gravity which should be located. But some of them are nothing but worms. They cannot go higher. And the outsiders see those worms only and try to say that Sahajayoga is no good. Your Kundalini has the power. It has all the powers to make you the highest of highest. An ordinary grass can become a cedar. There's no limits to it. But you must have confidence in yourself and confidence in Sahajayoga. If you don't have confidence in yourself or in Sahajayoga, nothing can work it out. But the highest of all is the sincerity which nobody can instill in you. There are so many descriptions of a guru, how a Sadguru should be. Not in the West, I didn't see that, because I think they never believed in gurus, but they have lots of gurus. Like Pope is another horrible fake guru sitting here. Then we have another one, Bishop of Canterbury, sitting there. All of them are false gurus. Know nothing about Kundalini, don't know anything Brahma. And they just want to denounce Indian ideas, not because they are Indian, but because if Sahajayoga is established, they will lose all their earnings. From where will they get their money and their crowns? So they want to propound that they are the solution, achieving nothing, spoiling the name of Christ, saying all kinds of things against him, stupidly, without knowing the divine. Then we have many in the Islam, horrible people, just the opposite of Muhammad Sahib, doing all wrong things in the name of Muhammad Sahib. It's something like, one can understand that a thief has to become an impostor, to behave like a king to show that he is not a thief and to have his thieving done. This is how they are, all of them. Right from India, we have many Brahmins of the same category. This priesthood has to go. Wherever there is a priest, no, it's a mafia. It's a sophisticated mafia. No Sahajayogi Guru is going to take any money, nor anybody is going to bow to them. nor they are going to take any kind of special attention. In the sense, in one place, we had a ashram where the Guru and the Guruvi became very important, and the Guruvi wanted her tea to be sent on her bed with a proper table, and she became a mini Mataji or a greater Mataji, because I don't demand many things which she demanded. I never demand anything. Whatever you do is very great for me. And this is how they felt they were great gurus, by asking for this privilege and that privilege. Guru has to suffer the most. That's how he can command. He has to be the example of austerity and of detachment. That's how he is going to get respect. In Sahajayoga, nobody is going to respect anybody because that Guru has made so much money out of Sahajogis. But the attention on money itself of Sahajogis itself is suggestive that they are not Sahajogis. For example, when you wanted to collect money, I never asked for a house or anything. The idea came from some Sahajogis, there should be a house for me. Who can house me? Just think of it. Is it possible? Is it possible to house me? Not possible. So with a purpose and with my name, we could have something done in the heart of the universe, where everybody is sleeping practically. We had to do something dynamic there. And I heard that some stupid people started arguing on that. That's again the sign of not understanding. If Mother has said yes, she would not do it for no reason. So the power of understanding only comes when we become the power of cosmic consciousness. Because cosmic consciousness understands each and everything. Sitting down here, you can understand everything, you don't have to go there. Everything. And because your mother is a Mahamaya, it may not show, but it will expose one day. So you have to depend on that part of Sahajayoga, that it is a Mahamaya's job. So we should not get disturbed or upset. It will show. So you are doubly blessed. First of all, you got your realization, which they say is the hardest of hardest thing to get. You have overcome the gravity. And secondly, your mother is the mother of all the Adi Gurus. She is the one who taught all the Adi Gurus. She created the Adi Gurus, and she'll create out of you the Adi Gurus. But the quality has to be of gold. The Guru has to himself accept all the challenges, everything, to go through it, to work it out, to cleanse himself, to see for himself how far he has reached. He has not just to depend on some certificates of few people. It's not artificiality. It is not falsehood. It is reality. And when you come to reality, you must know that you have to be satisfied about yourself. Then comes the confidence. That's how the authority comes in. That you are sure of yourself that whatever you are doing is the reality. Reality and nothing else. And this power is within you. The Kundalini is within you. She is your own mother. All your life you have wasted in doing all kinds of things. People have gone into lots of penances, doing anti-culture great jobs of ruining themselves and destroying themselves. What did they get? Then they started another sort. They are busy now with another trip. And they'll be busy tomorrow with another trip. But whatever they do stupid, they do it so seriously. That's the most surprising thing is. Into all the details, Nothing should be missing. The complete stupidity must be achieved with full sincerity. That surprises me the most. And then what confidence? If you ask me, why did you do it? He said, what's wrong? You are amazed. There should be a new word rather than bumptiousness for this kind of thing. That you cut your nose, and when the doctor asks you, why did you cut it, is what's wrong? I've done it well, better than you could do. This is how human nature is. That's stupid. But when it comes to reality, how are you? Devastatingly. We work out our destruction, our construction, and our ascent. Do we do it that assiduously, with that caution, with that care, with that detailed understanding? And the best part of it, that when you are doing it, you get choice, immediately rewarded. For example, doing all this, you must have all enjoyed, no doubt. Anything that you do in the name of God is immediately rewarded. The subtlest of subtle in the form of joy, and grossest of grossest in the form of all kinds of things. So why not do it something with complete understanding, meticulously, carefully? Why not? With full attention and concentration. Because the reward is joy. Ultimately, what do we seek is nothing but joy. Rationally we understand, but not from the heart. It doesn't go in the heart easily. Now people are saying, Mother, open my heart. How am I to open it? Just tell me. One has to go for an open heart surgery, I think, the way things are. To open your heart, the Guru has to be generous. Whatever these other gurus are doing, just opposite of that. What have you given? For example, you are having some people with you in your house, and you are the Guru. What have you given to them? On material level, let us see. Then on physical level, have you ever massaged their head? I have massaged so many people's head. At least 50% of you had that. What physical comfort you have given to that person? If you are the Guru. Then what is the emotional confidence you have given to that person? If you are shouting for that person, why did you keep it there? Why didn't you keep it here? Also it is vice versa among human beings. If you try to be nice to somebody, that person becomes ego-oriented. Dangerous stuff, you know. You are nice to somebody, you are kind to that person, you give him some money or you give him something, then they say ego comes in that person. I'm surprised sometimes. How can it be? But it happens. I mean, I have been victim of such a nonsense. That people had to say, Mother, you spoiled that person. Just don't know, how can I spoil? Why it happens? Because human beings have another great quality, that they cannot understand that anybody can care for them, because they cannot care for anyone. Anybody cares for them, they become egoistical. I have known about some Indians who went abroad, and people thought Indians have come as if Adi Gurus have come. They can be worse than you people, and are, no doubt. And then you start worshipping them as Indians. And then you understand that this is just a donkey from India you have brought, which is kicking you all the time. The image of that Indian goodness is not there. Because of this problem, the Guru finds it impossible how to deal with the disciples. But there is a solution. Leave it to your mother, and I'll put them right. All such problems, you can leave it to me. When people try to take advantage of you or take to ego, tell them, now I'm going to leave it to mother, I'm not going to look after you anymore. That will settle them right. They do not know that this cosmic consciousness is also very mischievous. It has lots of mischiefs up its sleeves. And it can work out such mischiefs that people are amazed and aghast. So all such problems, if you cannot deal, you can leave it to me. And another one is to their Kundalini, to tell them that they are catching on this or catching on that. It's your duty to tell them that you are catching on your ego. Better be corrected. Now, all of you can become gurus. every one of you can become gurus and can develop that great capacity to be one with that cosmic consciousness, completely out of the clutches of the gravity of the earth, materialism. Without achieving that, you have no right to tell anybody what is to be done. First, it should be your practice and precept in your own life, in your own example. And then your example is sufficient to convince others. Today, through this understanding that you have to rise about the gravitational force of materialism, which is today's religion everywhere, whatever they may call it, whether it is communism or capitalism or democracy or democracy, whether it is Christianity, Hinduism, Islam or any other nonsense, all of that is nothing but materialism in its all absurd forms. Kundalini is the only thing that can take you like the stalk of the lotus out of this mud of materialism. And that is what one has to achieve, especially in the West. It goes in the subtle and subtler and subtlest forms. So be on the lookout, and ultimately it expresses itself as ego. All materialists are egoistical, racist, they are robbers and plunderers. They go to other countries like South Africa and settle down nicely, robbers and plunderers, and extracting the wealth of another. All this can become very sophisticated and beautified. We have to fight that, but to fight that we have to get out of it completely. Otherwise we cannot fight it when we are in it. So all of us should try to get out of it fully. It does not mean that you should all take out your clothes and say that we have given up everything. That's another style it has started now. It means that you respect all that is beautiful. You respect all that is good. But you are not dominated by anything. You are not in the clutches of anything. If I want, I can wear a gold chain, otherwise nothing. Doesn't bother. I don't care. That should be the attitude. If I have, or if I have to, I will. Nothing can dominate me. Nothing can give me status. I stand on my own status and on my position and on my authority, because I am that pure consciousness. Nothing can spoil me. Nothing can bring me down. Nothing can bow me. I cannot make anyone dominated by me either. There's a beautiful saying of Adi Shankaracharya, Tat Nishkala, about Brahma Tattva. I am that Brahma. On that, if you have, let me see. That's the best way to understand what you are. Just bring it. Very famous. Have you got it? No, not that. Another. Just bring it. Have you bought the book?
Bring the book to Shri Mataji.
My chashma is in the purse is where. This is the one. Nirvana should come. This one is the one. You just read it in English language. I don't need to just. When you have got your Nirvana, what happens to you? It says now.
Home. I'm neither the mind, intelligence, ego, nor chitta, neither the ears nor the tongue, nor the senses of smell and sight, neither ether nor air, nor fire, nor water, nor earth. I am eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. I'm neither the prana, nor the 5 vital breaths, neither the 7 elements of the body, nor its 5 seats, nor hands, nor feet, nor tongue, nor other organs of action. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. Neither greed nor delusion, loathing nor liking have I. Nothing of pride or ego, of dharma or liberation, neither desire of the mind, nor object for its desiring. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. Nothing of pleasure and pain, of virtue and vice do I know, or mantra of sacred place, of Vedas or sacrifice. Neither I am the eater, the food, nor the act of eating. I am eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. Death or fear I have known, nor any distinction of caste, neither father nor mother, nor even a bird have I, neither friend nor comrade, neither disciple nor guru. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva. I have no form or fancy, the all-pervading I am. Everywhere I exist, and yet I'm beyond the senses. Neither salvation have, nor anything to be known. I'm eternal bliss and awareness. I'm Shiva, I'm Shiva.
That's what you are. You are eternal bliss and awareness, the consciousness, the pure consciousness. I think this must be, everybody must remember by heart and must say in all the ashrams. That's a very good way of remembering what you are. May God bless you.
Sachidananda Upa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Upa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Upa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Upa Shivoham Shivoham Sachidananda Upa Shivoham Sachidananda Upa Shivoham Shivoham
Now all the leaders have to come on the stage today to help with the puja. Yesterday I could not take the name of all the leaders who were very good, who have come very recently and are doing great work. Like persons like Javier, I would say, he's being appointed only a few months back in Milano and he's doing such a good work. And there are other people, say in Venice, and also we see that recently some leaders have been appointed in Milus and Montpellier. They are doing very good work. I get very good reports about that place. Amazed how the new centers are coming up so well. Even in Australia, there are many new centers that have come up which are doing such good work. In England, there are so many new centers that have started. We are doing good work. Some of the old people are dropping out, but the new people are coming up are very good. We find it all over all over. This kind of thing happening now. A new dynamic leadership is coming from people. And I'm amazed how they have joined very recently as leaders of smaller places and are doing so good in every country. Even to take all the names may not be possible, but I feel that so many of them have been really doing such a good job that only divine can explain it. It's the divine's great blessings that we have got all the right people. Sahaja Yoga is definitely progressing. It should not progress faster than the divine wants it to progress, and so we should accept that speed, but still we should try our level best, because it is our job to try and work out as much as possible and as far as we can go. May God bless you all those who are working in smaller places as leaders. For everyone, I get report and I understand them, and I have tremendous feeling for all of them. But some of the places where there are smaller ashrams and things, problems are cropping up, and I'm surprised how still these problems are there. So everybody must try to correct oneself, should become an example of compassion, love and understanding. And I hope I will have no reports at least about the leaders or their wives, especially the wives. Wives is a big problem. I wish I had told something about the wives. Maybe this evening I might be able to speak about the wives of the leaders. I have been speaking about them all the time. So the wives have a greater responsibility because they are the source of compassion and not of disciplining. They are the source of joy and not of controlling. They are the source of motherliness and not guruness. So they have to be very different personalities. Instead of that, they think we are Guru's wives, so we can do what we like. We can dominate people and shout at people and can arrange everything ourselves. No, they have to be completely on the background. And for that I can mention so many of them are very good wives who have shown great understanding of their role as Sahajayoginis. So I would request you not to become gurus yourself, but to become guruvis. And guruvis are the ones who look after the other side of the guru, which may be neglected because of his disciplining nature, which he has to have. And they are the ones who are the cementing factor. If the guru is the brick, they are the cements. But it acts sometimes the other way around. So I didn't say much about them, but I hope this evening I might say something about them. May God bless you.
Shri Mataji a dit que hier soir, elle n'a pas pu mentionner toutes les personnes qui ont un rôle actif ou une fonction de leadership dans Sahaja Yoga, que récemment, dans divers villes, dans divers centres, il y a des gens qui ont rejoint Sahaja Yoga très récemment et qui font des merveilles, qui sont très actifs et positifs dans leur travail. Et Shri Mataji a dit que, quoiqu'elle n'ait pas pu nommer tout le monde, son attention et son cœur et sa compréhension, et avec tous ces personnes, particulièrement les personnes nouvelles qui ont commencé peut-être un ashram ou un petit centre quelque part, et que, alors que certaines anciennes personnes partent parce qu'elles étaient trop chargées de négativité, ces nouvelles personnes, par la grâce de Dieu, apportent maintenant un dynamisme nouveau à, dirions-nous, la structure d'organisation et de leadership dans Sahaja Yoga. Et Shri Mataji a également mentionné que les femmes des leaders ne représentent pas le principe du gourou, mais représentent le principe de la mère, et elles doivent donc infuser ces qualités de maternité, de douceur, de soin, et soutenir leur mari et non pas vouloir s'imposer et être au premier rang. Shri Mataji, hat gesagt, dass gestern sie hatte keine Zeit, jede Leader, jede verantwortliche Person in Sahaja zu erwähnen. Das aber sind viele Leute, die ganz neu in Sahaja angetreten sind, die eine hervorragende positive Arbeit leisten, und sie ist mit solcher neuen Sahaja Yogi in total Einklang und Einverständnis. Sie weiß, was dort geleistet wird, und sie freut sich, dass dieser irgendwie neue Leadership mehr Dynamismus jetzt zu Sahaja bringen wird. Mataji hat auch über die Frauen der Leader gesprochen, dass sie vertreten das mutterliche Aspekt und nicht das Guru-Aspekt. Das heißt, sie müssen liebevoller Verständnis und Pflege irgendwie bringen und nicht auf die Bühne treten möchten. Shri Mataji ha detto che ieri non ha avuto il tempo di parlare di tutti i leader che sono molto leader, che hanno fatto un lavoro ottimo. Ha dato l'esempio in Italia di Javier, che ha fatto molto anche nella Spagna, e Shri Mataji ha detto che è molto piaciuta di questo nuovo leadership che dà una dimensione più dinamica. Sono alcune gente dei vecchi tempi che sono andati perché erano troppo negativi, ma adesso c'è una struttura nuova che è molto dinamica. Shri Mataji ha anche detto che le mogli degli leaders non devono essere al primo piano, ma devono dare l'energia dell'amore, della maternità, della fiducia. Javier, puoi venire qui sul podio, per piacere. Yes. Should we start with? We have it here. Yes, we can read it. Yes, we have it.
Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tatvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Katasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhatasi Tvameva Kevalam Hatasi Tvameva Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Tatmasi Nityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Ava Tvamam Ava Vaktaram Ava Shrotaram Ava Dataram Ava Dhataram Ava Nochanam Ava Shishyam Ava Pashchatat Ava Purastat Avotaratat Ava Dakshinatat Ava Chodvatat Ava Daratat Sarvatumam Pai Pai Samantat Tvam Vangmayas Tvam Chinmayas Tvam Ananda Mayas Tvam Brahma Mayam Tvam Sachitananda Dvityosi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Jana Mayo Vijnana Mayosi Sarvam Jagadidam Tvato Jayate Sarvam Jagadidam Twastastishtati Sarvam Jagadidam Tvayilam Meshyati Sarvam Jagadidam Tvayi Pratyeti Tvam Bhumi Rapo Nalo Nilo Nabha Tvam Chatvari Vakpadani Tvam Gunatrayatita Tvam Dehatrayatita Tvam Kalatrayatita Tvam Muladhara Stitosi Nityam, Tvam Shakti Trayatmaka, Tvam Yogino Dhyayanti Nityam, Tvam Brahma, Tvam Vishnu, Tvam Rudras, Tvam Indras, Tvam Agnis, Tvam Vayus, Tvam Suryas, Tvam Chandramas, Tvam Brahma Bhuvas Svaro. Ganadim Purvamushchaya Varnadim Tadanantaram Anusvara Paratara Ardendula Shitam Tarena Rudham Etattava Manuswarupam Gakara Purvarupam Akaro Madhyama Rupam Anushvaraschanta Rupam Binduruttara Rupam Nada Sandani Nam Sanita Sandi Saisha Ganesha Vidya Ganaka Rishi Nishrit Gayatri Chanda Ganapati Devata Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimai Tanno Danti Prachodayat Ekadantum Chaturhastam Pasham Mankush Dharinam Radam Cha Varadam Hastair Bibranam Mushak Vajam Raktam Lambodaram Shurpa Karnakam Rakta Vasasam Rakta Gandhanu Liptangam Rakta Pushpai Supujitam Bhaktanu Kampinam Devam Jagat Karnamat Chutam Avir Bhutam Shashrishkadao Prakrite Purushat Param Evam Yati Yo Nityam Sa Yogi Yoginam Varaha Namo Vratapataye Namo Ganapataye Namo Pramat Pataye Namaste Astu Lambodaya Ekadantaya Vignanashine Shiva Sutaye Shri Varada Murtaye Namah Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
So, I am going to read 108 names of the Adi Guru, and these 108 names are absolutely unique, inasmuch as that was a first, let's say, project proposed to Shri Mataji by Jamel, and then Shri Mataji has herself corrected many of the names. So you can say that the Adi Guru has written today his own Sahasrar Namha. And what we will do, it is in English, we will read it here, and all together we will just say salutation to him again and again.
I sing Guru Mantra first. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Shri Mataji Nirmala Shri Mataji Nirmala Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
We are performing this Guru Puja 16 years after the opening of the Adi Sahasrara by Her Holiness Param Puja Shri Adi Shakti Bhagavati Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha in the land of Austria, the land of Astra, the weapon of purification. We, the blessed ones, the Sahaja Yogis from the whole world, on behalf of all our brothers and seekers, all our brothers and sisters of the whole world, from India to Australia to California, gathered at the lotus feet of the Most High, the Sacred One, who cloaks herself in the beautiful mantle of Mahamaya that we may approach her, the one who is our sacred Mother and our awesome Guru. We present our heart's pranam in that day, who is the new moon day. We will perform this puja for the well-being of mankind, for the ascent and uplifting of all the yogis, for the redeeming of the seekers and the destruction of all evil. And now all together we say 3 times, Om Amen. Om Amen.
Keep it handy, that Akshata is a Guru. You can give it later. Start it. Thank you, flower. It's called as the Padya Puja, means the worship of the lotus feet of your Guru is done this way. Can you put 2 hours continue?
Shri Mataji. The 108 names of the Guru?
Yeah.
Yes.
So first
Salutation to the Messenger of God.
Salutation to him again and again. Salutation to Shri Vishva Nirmala Dharma. Salutation to him again and again. Salutation to the Nabhi. Is there any difference, Shri Mataji? Salutation to it. To you, Shri Mataji, yes. So, we don't know which gender to use in Sahaja Yoga, whether to you, Shri Mataji. So we are going to say salutation to the messenger of God, and we will say salutation to you again and again. Salutation to you again and again, directing our attention to Shri Mataji, of course. Salutation to the messenger of God. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to Shri Vishva Nirmala Dharma. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the Nabhi. Salutation to you again and again. Nabi is the prophet in Arabic. Salutation to the primordial master, who is a primordial mother. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the mother of the Sahaja Yoga tribe. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the child of loneliness in the desert. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the shepherd. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who was born on the tropic of the Cancer. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is to be meditated upon. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who explains and proves the divine relationships. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who helps to receive the revelation of the Holy Spirit. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one of whom Shri Hanumana is the faithful messenger. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who was at the same time the father of Shri Fatima and Shri Fatima herself. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the inspirer of all teachings and of all scriptures. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who inspires the fear of God. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the giver of warnings. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who invites humanity to perceive God's signs in the whims of nature. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is the greatness of Lord Krishna. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the Guru Tattva. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the model of humility. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who turns rocks into vibrations. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the ruler of the water element. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the most compassionate one. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the forgiver. Salutation to the one who bears for our sakes all sufferings.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who does not compromise. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the ocean of knowledge.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the most generous one.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the giver of food.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the merciful.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the evolver.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the fearless and the courageous.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the spiritual advisor.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the just. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the auspicious one. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the protector.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the self-sufficient one.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the model of all patience.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the example of divine discipline.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the bestower of wealth.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the teacher of Dharma.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who restored social values.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who carries Sahaja Yoga on the strength of his tapas. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who prohibited intoxicants.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the restorer of sanctity within marriage. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the restorer of chastity. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is the glorification of God. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who rides the camel. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who sanctified the Swayambhu. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the destroyer of superstition. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the destroyer of black magic and Asura Vidya.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the destroyer of idols and modern golden calves. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who restored the oneness of all world religions. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the great preacher of God's unity. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who taught the abstract concept of God. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who taught the abstract concept of God while showing the form of God. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who praised Christ and the prophets. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who guides his followers through the void.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the wali, the administrator. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who led his armies to the battlefield.
Salutations to you again and again.
Salutation to the Lord of fearless warriors. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who went on the battlefield with his army of angels. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the reconciler. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the skillful negotiator. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the lawgiver. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is turning retribution.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who has intense love for his devotees.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who lives within the seven skies and who is meeting God at any moment of the day. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is the worshipper of Lord Shiva and who is worshipped by Lord Shiva. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the master of music, poetry and philosophy. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is the tattva of compassion. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the restorer of pure light of brotherhood. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the ultimate judge. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one whose glory cannot be described. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who has the healing touch. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the seal of the prophet and to the seal of the chakras. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who embodies all the qualities described by the Torah, the Bible, the Gita, and the Tao Te Ching. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is the friend of the Sahaja Yogis. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who wears red colors. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one whose sandals were worshipped by his followers. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is fond of dates and honey. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who creates history.
Salutations to you again and again.
Salutation to the great divine orator. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who captivates the heart of his listeners. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the master of the anti-gravitational force. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the teacher of Kundalini Yoga. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the traveler for divine work. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who blessed and will create Jerusalem. Salutation to you again and again. Salutations to the restorer of innocence. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the mother of all the deities. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who sacrifices everything for the emancipation of mankind. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the pure, immaculate integrality of innocence. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the Creator of the spontaneous force within. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is establishing Sahaja Yoga as was prophesied by the Adi Gurus. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who promised gardens watered with fresh streams to his followers.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who is seated in the Nabi and Svadhisthana chakras.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who is worshipped by Chandra and Surya.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who creates balance for the Kundalini.
Salutations to you again and again.
Salutation to the Virgin worshipped by all the Gurus.
Salutation to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who is highly regarded and worshipped by all the great Gurus.
Salutations to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who accompanied the Adiguru incarnations as the manifestation of pure relationship. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to the one who is Dakshinamurti, that is Shri Shiva.
Salutations to you again and again.
Salutation to the one who has launched on this earth Vishva Nirmala Dharma. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to Shri Nirmala Devi. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to you again and again. Salutation to you again and again. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Il y a des tas de choses qu'il faut corriger. Laisse-moi ce papier. Il y a des tas de choses.
Thou your body be comely and never remain in perfect health. Thou your name be unsullied, and mountain high your hoarded gold. Yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it avail to you? What indeed will it all avail? Even if fortune bless you with riches and a virtuous wife, with children and their children, with friendship and the joys of home, yet if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Thou, the Lord of the Vedas, take up its dwelling on your tongue. Thou you be learned in Scripture, gifted in writing, prose and verse. Yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Even if you be honor at home and fame in foreign lands, given to pious deeds, and even averse to wickedness, yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Thou you become at last the emperor of the universe. Thou you possess for servants the mightiest of the kings of earth. Yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Even if every nation resound with your beneficence, yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the lotus feet of Him, by grace of whom alone everything in this world is won, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Thou your pursue no pleasures, derive no joy from wealth or wife, reject the powers of yoga and scorn the fruits of sacrifice. Yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Even if you be ready to dwell in the forest as at home, no more attached to work, untrammeled by any ugly form, yet, if the mind be not absorbed in the Guru's lotus feet, what will it all avail you? What indeed will it all avail? Of novices and monks, of rulers and of worldly men, that noble soul who ponders these verses in the Guru's praise, and to the Guru's teaching applies his mind with constant zeal, he will attain to Brahman, the treasure covered by all.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Shri Mataji Nirmala Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru. I bow to him by whose grace the whole of the world is found to exist entirely in the mind, like a city's image mirrored in a glass. Though like a dream through Maya's power it appears outside, and by whose grace, again on the dawn of knowledge, it is perceived as the everlasting and non-dual self. I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru. I bow to him who, by the sheer power of his will, projects outside, like a magician or a mighty yogi, this infinite universe, which in the beginning rests without name or form, like the sprout in a seed, and after creation, by the power of time and space, imagined through Maya, appears to be many, possessed of manifold shapes and hues. I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru, to him whose outward manifestations, though based on the real, appear as illusory, ever-changing objects, who grants to those who take refuge in him, through the Vedic pronouncement, Tattvamasi, the boon of immediate knowledge of Brahman, to which attaining a man returns no more to the realm of birth and death. I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru, to him whose knowledge, issuing forth through the organs of sense, like the glow of a powerful lamp placed in a pot with many holes, vibrates outside in the shape of the thought, I know, whose light it is that illumines the whole of the universe. I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru, to him who dispels the mighty illusion evoked by Maya's play, impelled by which unseeing, childish, and misguided men continually speak in error of body, prana, senses, and even of the fickle mind as I, though in reality these are all mere emptiness. I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru. I bow to him who, as a man in deep and dreamless sleep, exists as ultimate truth itself. When outer awareness is obscured, like the sun or moon in Rahu's grasp, and the organs of sense are all withdrawn, and who, on awakening, tells himself, "It was I who slept," and sees again the objects he saw before. I bow to Shri Dakshinamurti in the form of my Guru. I bow to him who in his loving kindness reveals to his worshippers the eternal Atman, through which the changes of waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep, through childhood, youth, maturity, and old age, persists as the inexhaustible flow of consciousness, revealing itself in the heart as the ever-present sense of I.
The names of the Devi. Engi? Yeah, Devi. Yeah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu. Okay, can we have 7 married ladies from Austria, please? Austrian 7 married ladies. Confident, please. No one moves. Engelbert, can you call 7 married ladies? Yeah. But first we start.
Mais il y avait des tas d'autres choses qu'il fallait corriger. Parce que la deuxième page, elle l'a pas vue. Celle-là. Celle-là. Ça, j'ai changé. You have the whole setting. You go at the bottom. Go at the bottom of the hall and take the whole setting. Please do it. Whenever you want, but I want to have it on the video. Yeah, so that's only listen to. Essaye d'avoir une autre. Mais non, ça sert à rien. Ya Devi
Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Mayatiti Sabdita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shaitanyata Vidyate Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Nidra Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kshuddha Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chaya Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Krishna Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kshanti Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Sarvabhuteshu Jati Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lajja Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Samstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Namastasye 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kanti Rupena Samstita Namastasye Namastasye Namo Namastasye, 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 namo namah. Devi sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi rupena sanstita. Namastasye, namastasye, namo namah. Namastasye, 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 namo namah. Devi sarvabhuteshu smrti rupena samstita. Namastasye, namastasye, namo namah. Namastasye, 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 namo namah. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu daya rupena samstita. Namastasye, namastasye, namo namah. Namastasye, 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 namo Namastasye, 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 namo namah. Namastasye, 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 namo Namastasye, 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 namo Namastasye, namo namah. Devi sarvabhuteshu yoga rupena samstita. Namastasye, 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 namo namah. 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 Bolo Shri Jagan Mataji Shakti Shri Nirmala Devi ki Shri Nirmala Devi ki Shri Nirmala Devi ki.
I know, alas, no hymn, no mantra, neither prayer nor meditation, not even how to give thee praise, the proper ritual of the worship, the placement of the hands, I know not, nor how to make this supplication. But, Mother, this at least I know. Whoever comes to thee for shelter reaches the hand of all his woe.
Let us get that for the art in.
Not yet, take it. Not yet. Take it.
God bless you all. May God bless you. May God bless you.
Jai Shri Mataji. Please everybody be seated.